My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Garladurathan, the head of the modding team behind the Divide and Conquer submod for Medieval 2. But welcome today to the first landmark of the channel, a milestone you may say, in that this is a video that I have been requested to do. Somebody came to me and they said to me, Garladurathan, we'd like you to do a video. I said, well, bloody well, let's get on and do it. So here we are, a man to not go back on his word. I have fiddled around with this game to get to learn actually what to do. As you can see, my character is just slightly on the left of centre there, holding onto the pike with dear hand, for dear life. This game is an interesting one. Very interesting one indeed. Now, first things that I should say to you as we count down towards the first match, because obviously looking at the menu screen is not all that enjoyable. So, this game is... Number one, it drops in and out and jumps around like this, so bear with it for a moment. The sound will drop and things will happen, but ignore that. It's currently free to play, and it is also currently early access. It's on Steam. I will link in the description of the video. And the closest approximation I can give you of it is that it appears to be similar to Mount and Blade, I think. I've never played Mount and Blade, but I've seen people play it, and I think it's very similar to that. Now, it is actually enjoyable. Now, I will say that the UI at the start, which you'll see at the end of this conquest, whether we win or lose it, it took me some getting used to. But that's the same with every game. That is the same in every game. It takes a little while to understand what button actually takes you where and what you need to do. So I've recently upgraded my character. He was originally wearing basically just clothing, doing sod all. The object of this one, I must confess, I'm not 100% sure if this is purely against the AI or if this is against other players. I think it's against other players because they have real people's names. But as you can see, everyone, apart from Barber Dave, everyone's gone for sort of reasonably related names. The game allows you to play as one of two nations, and interestingly, it does actually pit those nations together in the battles. Now, I have chosen to play primarily with the way of the Chinese, I don't know when it is, the Three Kingdoms period, I'm not too sure. So that's who I have chosen to play as, but you can also play as the Romans. So it's Romans versus Chinese in a hypothetical what-if scenario. Now, unfortunately, I can't zoom out of my character, and if I can, I don't know the key to do it, but I can turn around. See, this is my battalion of, they're the second tier of infantrymen from the Way recruitment line, and we're all pikemen, and we're all charging into the enemy. Oh, there's a gentleman called Twitch there with a crossbow. That's nice. Oh, look, the enemy's here already. Oh, and they're getting taken down. See, so straight away, there's what I was saying. Here's some Romans against some Chinese people. So it's very, very what if is the nature here. And it turns into an absolutely cluster gathering to the absolute max. I am very low level at the moment. I think I'm like level 4. So all I can do is use the pike or throw the spear. Oh, I'm too far away. Oh, I've got him. He's put his shield up, but it doesn't work. I'm on an absolute rampage on the flank of this Roman battalion of what look like Scottish Highlanders. This gentleman here, he wants to go down. Oh, I've missed. I should be said that in the games previous to this, where I've tested the game, I killed so many of my own battalion, it's just not funny. Oh, Tracy Evans. See, I think Tracy Evans is a real person, but if he is a real person, he's not doing very well at facing me. Now, you can charge your weapon as well. There we are. Back away, sir. Now, the reason I've gone straight for a pike is because I used to play Chivalry Medieval Warfare, and the only weapon I could get kills with was the spear line by just prodding the enemy from far away. And this is very, very similar. I must confess, as I say, I've put a cursory amount of time into it to learn sort of what's happening, but I'm not really in the know about what's happening. So my aim is just to kill as many of these, which are computers, and try and get Tracy Evans. No, Tracy! Get out there! Get out of there, sir! I think my battalion's been killed. Can I retreat to my ally? Twitch and Gondramax. Oh, he just rolled. How do you roll? Jammy. Jammy bastard. We're coming in again. Oh, Tracy, got you square in the shoulder. Your army's down. Everyone's down. You also all get one of these, which is basically like a second in command. So Bokai is the entry-level second in command. Now, I don't think he's mine, but mine should be knocking around somewhere. Now, we've formed up with Twitch and gone to Max, and it's meant that we've claimed this central area near the flag. As you can see, I'm trying... Oh dear, this is so totally removed from what I'm used to playing as. I'm in a bit of a 4 and 8. And for those of you that aren't English, that means state. I'm up and down, I'm all over the place. I know that I can run by double tapping forward because the tutorial taught me that. However, I'm not entirely certain how you stop him running, so I think he just stops after a certain time and you just have to hope that you don't run him off a cliff. You can block by holding the right mouse button, which is all very good. The only qualm I have at the moment, major qualm, is that the jump is so debilitating. You jump in the air and you move about a foot and then you stop dead. It's totally useless. I would hope that the jump improves. But as I say, before you really watch this video... Oh, look, Bridget Torres. This game is early access, so... Speaking of early access, though, I must just say, I have never played an early access game. I kind of make it a point to avoid them. Oh, Bridget Torres surely isn't a real person, because he's just letting me kill him. No, I think we must be against the AI. That's the only thing I can think here. There's a Roman gentleman leading some... Oh, we won! And I came second from bottom, and with only myself surviving. And we return. Victory! I am now level 3. Aeteus. I didn't call myself Galu. In fact, I rarely do call myself Galu because I like to play the games properly rather than just give my YouTube name to whatever character I am. I prefer to give a more thematic name. And as you can see, I've chosen a Roman despite then choosing Chinese people. The Battle of Jieqiao. Jonathan King with an H. Max damage received. See, I am wondering if maybe that was against the AI. I just don't really know. Gontomax was our MVP. Team record, Aeteus. I killed 1 with a G, 15 with an S. Well done. And I had 25 S die and 1 A die. Ooh, that's good and bad. I wouldn't want that to happen again. Oh, let's dive in again. Available from 11:15. I wonder what that actually means. I don't really know. I mean, it is good fun. Just the merciless killing. And when you do the tutorial, it allows you to use what I consider quite a quintessential Chinese weapon, which is essentially a sword blade on the end of a long stick. But not quite a naginata, because I know what a naginata looks like from Japan. But the Chinese equivalent, I don't know its name. But in the tutorial, we get to use that. And it's very, very cool. And the game does, because obviously you can block from the front. And so to try and get around this block, you have to do like side attacks. And it picks up on whether you're doing a side attack by whether or not your character is moving in that direction. So if you move him to the left, he will swipe from the left. And if you move him to the right, he will swipe from the right. And it allows you to do different types of attacks. But because I've got a pike, I'm fairly certain all I can do is thrust. Thrust the pike in. So these are all of the people in my team. They're all real-life people, I believe. But as I say, not a clue if we're up against the AI or against other people here. Not a clue in here. I'm laughing and I'm chuckling because this obviously is the first time anyone has approached me to do a video of this nature. And it's a momentous occasion for me. I mean, it's amazing. But equally, it's so new to me, this whole playing a game I've never played. I've put a few hours of research into. I'm a complete novice. And so you're getting a novice's point of view, I'm afraid, and that may well not be that great. We're going to Jieqiao again. My knowledge of Mandarin is really basic, and the rule that I tend to apply for all is that a QI is pronounced as a kind of a ch, but nothing actually has a direct English sound. It's such a fascinating language, Mandarin. And I love languages. I absolutely love languages. So I try to learn. I try to get these things right because I think it's good to at least try. Like, for example, I know that the ZH, or the second line from the bottom there, isn't Zhang, it's Jiang. Almost like a J with a Z as well, like Jiang. It's really difficult to get. So that wouldn't be Du Zhang, it'd be Du Jiang. Or like it's kind of like a J with a bit of a weird noise. It's so tricky to get. Everyone thinks that it's very, very simple. They think you go out to China, you want to say thank you to someone, you say shi shi. But shi shi is not thank you. There's a dip in the way that you say it that affects what it actually means. Because their language is all kind of tonal rather than... it's just so difficult to explain, but it's so fascinating. But anyway, if you're ever in China, shi shi is thank you. But you can't just say shi shi. You have to say shi shi. You have to have the drop, the dip, and the up. I think. Anyway, I'm giving you a Mandarin lesson, unrelated to the game, of course. You will note, if you ever see me play games, that I don't just use my YouTube name. The names I tend to go for are Aiteus, which is the name I have in this game, despite the fact that I'm from the Wei Chinese clan. So I go Aiteus, and I also go Hephaestus, because I like the god Hephaestus the most. I don't like his Roman counterpart Vulcan. I prefer the Greek Hephaestus. So Hephaestus is one of the names I choose as well. And of course I do also use Galu, but just not as often. Right, let's try and assist over there. Let's flank these cavalry. Forward, men! We march! Chase Olsen. No, I think they must be AI, because they've all got, like, dare I say, human names. There's no Barber Dave out here, is there? Get me out of this tangle. Oh, I can shift to zoom in. Oh, fascinating. I've gone basically on what the tutorial told me were the controls so far. Oh dear, I've killed many of my own men. I'm getting shot as well. Crime and Netley's, I'm getting really shot. Stand behind the wall. Is there a crouch? Tab? No. What's this guy up to? Drop him, men. I'll assist from over here. Javelin! I hit someone. Javelin! Oh, I hit someone else. 2 kills! Oh, we're on a bloody roll! Shields out. Or shields away, rather. We charge. Pikes in. Daniel Watson in the chest. Yeah, we are against the AI. No human would stand there and let me do that. Right, so we've established what this mode is. It's me versus the AI. Which is why I don't die, because the AI clearly hasn't got it down yet. I wonder if I can just injure my own men. You there. Oh, they look more heavily armoured than we are. It's just a bit of a cluster gathering again, isn't it? I believe you'll see my health down on the left-hand side of the screen. Now you can ride cavalry, but I don't know if you have to unlock the horse or what. Keep backing away, keep backing away. You can't just sort of spam the button, it doesn't really do out. Oh, I've got so many spears sticking out of my back, how am I not dead? Going single-handed. Daniel Watson is really, really going for me. Ah, but he's dead. I've blocked the cavalryman. 2 down with 1 thing. No, run away, run away. Oh, charging is cooling down. Oh, the archers stood still. Not a good time to turn your back, archers. Charge. Thrust. Oh, brutal. How did that not kill him? That got him, though. Moving on Daniel Watson's banner carrier. It seems like the charged attack and the normal attack do the same amount of damage. Oh. Oh, not even the spearhead end either. That's just brutal. Christina Boyd, how are you doing? Oh, same again. Ah, in the back of the skull. The humanity. Hello, Rene Dunn. Crossthread, how are we doing? Are they on our team up there? Yeah, they are. They've got blue flags. I have no more men left as usual. They just die every time. Oh, if I have soldiers, I can make a pike wall. What happens if I stand next to this and press E? Oh, we secure the square. Jingzhou crossbowmen are going down hard, aren't they? Look at that. He's dead as well, surely. Got the bastard. Kelly the Hunter's alive in there somewhere. Oh! Something's happened. Oh, there it is. It's a kill move. Oh, with the shield. In the back of the neck again. Oh, I'm creeping up the score list, everyone. Up into third. Oh, and return. I'm not a fan of this being this. Why can't this just take up my whole screen? It always bothers me. Surely it's not that much of a challenge to make it take up the whole screen. My adjutant is Bokai, as is everyone else's, apart from An Long, who has Han Hao. Maybe all of these are AI. Maybe this is purely AI versus... No, surely not. But they've all got that same sort of name. Although An Long and Thomason haven't, I suppose. Now, the alternatives to battle, I can do dual mode from level 8. I can do epic war from level 5. What am I? Level... Somewhere it tells you what level I am. Maybe at home. Level 4. This is what I look like. A Chinese man in the heart of Rome. Rewriting history a day at a time. Right, so to give you a little bit of this side of it. As I say, you can be the Wei, the Shu, the Wu, or the Rome. And by choosing, basically, that unit decides what you look like, if I'm not mistaken. Because in your storage, you can unlock certain armors. Now, the armor is unlocked. This took me a long time to work this out. So if I choose Rome and I choose I want to say leve, because I'm going on the French that you don't pronounce the final consonant unless there's a vowel following. So the leve captain, if I upgrade, say for example, I buy that hat, or I buy them these better shoes, or I buy them this better shield, I can then equip that better shield. So as my unit upgrades, as we go along that line, you can basically, whatever these gentlemen look like, by unlocking them, you can then dress as them. So if you wanted to play with the Romans, you just choose the Romans in each battle, and you put your experience and your coins and your prestige into this line. But I've currently gone down the Wei line with, I've got the Spear Sergeant and the Militia Corporal. And so I've got 2 of those. And they're the units that come with me to the battle. Now, from what I can understand, you can only bring 1 unit to the battle. So, obviously, you steadily get stronger and stronger as you go along. And so you've got your spear units, and you've got cavalry, and you've got range down the bottom there. With some of them being ranged cavalry. And Shu has alternatives. Wu has alternatives. And then, of course, Rome has different ones as well. I'm not sure what these locked ones are. I think that may be a part of the free-to-play, that they're just not ready yet. So under the barracks, you can actually see what units you've got unlocked. So I've got all of the 4 base militias unlocked. So there's the Roman, the Leve. There's the Shu, I believe, the Jiangdong militia. Let's call them the Wu with the Shu Jiao, with my flawless Mandarin pronunciation. And the Zhongyuan militia as well. And then, of course, I've got garrison spears. Not Chinese at all. So these are all I've unlocked at the moment. My adjutant, as I say, you can also then get steadily better adjutants as you go down as well. And they, I think, do boosts. So as you can see, he's better melee. He's better with melee and range. So you choose Han Hao if you're using archers, that kind of thing. And under the storage is where all the stuff you've unlocked is to change what your character looks like. So if I want to change the hat, all of my hats are listed. Shoulders, there's my armor. I can change the different armor that I'm wearing. So I've changed to burlap, back to hand leather. Your horse you can decorate, but I don't think I've got a horse yet. I'm not sure. But to actually play the game, one goes to start. And then, as I say, you've got to unlock these various different levels. So the command mode is all you get at the moment. Or you can go and do single-player training. Or you can look for custom games, but they'll obviously be friends setting up games. And there's the actual tutorial. But you play the actual tutorial before you do anything else. So the likelihood is you would have played that by the time you arrive in the game. So to actually then select a game, you right-click on that sort of box window. And then you can play from here, or you can just click play at the top with command mode selected. I click play. Oh, I've clicked out of the window. This is why the window should cover the full screen. Oh, I'm not available. I can't play intermediate yet. I need to be level 15, I think. Oh no, we can't do the siege until we're level 15. So we're doing conquest, 6 versus 6. Now, the only thing, as I say, I believe that this game mode... Oh yeah, look, enemy versus AI. So it's 6 humans, and it'll fill that in with AI if it can't find enough, versus 6 AI, and it gets steadily harder as it goes up. So this command mode, you're playing against the computer with people you might know. So there's voice chat built into the game as well, so you can talk to one another and as you move across the battlefield, because flanking obviously is a massive part of it. In one of the battles I did as a tester, we were fighting on a ship, and we were fighting on this ruined flotilla. And 4 of us had gone across the bridge to the middle of the ship, and we were just fighting it out on the deck of this ship. And then toward the end of the battle, when the things were going the way for the enemy, one of our ranged commanders came in from the side, and he literally covered the top deck of the ship and just started raining hell down into the enemy. And we ended up winning. And it did look very cool. So I am having a blast, actually. Now that I've gotten to understand the UI, which didn't take all that long. I am a slow learner with these kind of games. I like things to be as absolutely basic as humanly possible. As many of you that have played DAC will know, I try and have the information at your fingertips presented in a way that is easily obtainable. Like with the latest thing about when the scripted stacks spawn. Anytime you see a shield on a message, you know that that is a message telling you a script has spawned. That kind of thing. So I like things to be really basic. So it took me a little while to navigate my way through. But now that I'm through, I mean, it is thoroughly enjoyable. Thoroughly enjoyable. My only gripe being the jump feature is literally useless. And I really don't like that this is in a windowed mode. But I like to think that that is maybe the fact that it's early access, or perhaps it's just it runs the game better if that initial menu screen is in... a window. I'm not too sure. So it's all new to me. All new to me. Oh, there's a very real possibility that, well, that won't matter, because if you are watching this, then it wouldn't have bugged out. But as I'm recording this, there's a strong possibility that it's recorded nothing when I've been doing the battles. Ooh, sorry, not the desk. Make sure the microphone isn't muted. No. I'd quite like to get a bow, to be honest. I'd like to be a bow general. But I'd need to obviously unlock an archer to do that, because then when you unlock the archers, you can then use their weapons. Ah, so do you think it can be 10 of you versus the AI? I think that's what it is. So you choose where you start, obviously, and as you can see, we've got our archer going on the flank, the Spartan, Tavuklu with some militia down the middle, Nahum, Aeteus and Achaeus are all going sort of down the middle to the south. Combat tactics. So that's why it has been a bit of a doddle. We are on the basic mode against the AI. And we can't go to the intermediate mode because we're not good enough yet. Oh, pike wall, look at that. We move. Slowly. Steady. Steady. I do wish I could zoom out, but I'm not sure that that's a feature. Alright, we'll bring up the rear in pike formation. Oh look, there's morale at the bottom and stamina as well. I wonder if that applies to my battalion only. As we creep around those rocks. I do like the flags. It gives it a cool addition. And the wintry effect on the armour, which I didn't mention as well. The armour doesn't just look like that. That is what it looks like with a wintry effect, which is a cool, nice touch. Alright, out of pike wall, we're going to flank. Come, men. Round the back of this cabin. Bokai, he's my adjutant. We're moving into position. Aha! Enemy archers. F3, raid. I don't actually know what that does, so... I'm here. Me versus all the archers. Oh, he blocked me. Good shot, good shot. Now, obviously, I'm only showing you the pike, but there really are 1,000,001 weapons. My first weapon was a sword and a shield. Oh, I've broken his shield. Oh, Bokai! Terrible timing. I've knocked you off your horse. Oh, he's turned around. And go on, Bokai. Oh, you missed his chance to get him in the back of the head. Look at our force just smashing up this hill. I'm just hitting my own team in there, in amongst all of that, aren't I? I'm killing someone. No, someone else is killing someone. I don't know what's happening. I'm taking like no damage though. Oh, the Spartan recruited soldiers. How did he do that? Ah, Hey Chi has a two-handed sword. Oh, no you don't. You're dead. What about Terry Payne over here? Terry! Why have they given them such occidental names for such oriental themed gameplay? Yeah, that's right. Whipping out the Latin.
Victory is coming.
I might die. I might die this time, unless we can take Terry Payne down. The spear is a boss, though. Just bug out. Just bug out of that one. Come back in. Oh, the Spartan. Two-handed axe. The skull. Oh, right down in the head. Oh, I came second. And my current strength is up at 20 still. Oh, we are getting better. We are getting better. You get 26 minutes and 48 seconds to fight these battles. 26 minutes. I got 3 general killed. I killed 40 soldiers. I dealt 3,000 damage. My score was 5,000. And only Rene Dunn, I think, was filled in by the AI. Now, of course, remember that I have not yet dropped a single penny into this game to get all that we are seeing here. So that is an interesting feature. I've never really played free-to-play. I always try to stay away from it. Because normally, from what I can see with free-to-play, I mean, I've not delved too far into this one, but it doesn't seem to follow the pattern. Oh, I'll tell you what I might do. Let's show you another weapon. Let's whap out. Well, let's see if we can upgrade to one, actually. So we're in the way path. I'd like to use a bow, really. But you've got to get all the way out there to unlock the bow. You've got to unlock that whole path just to get the bow. How much do you cost? 6,100 experience. I need to upgrade it. So you've got prestige, which can add to experience. So I can unlock that. So now we can get cavalry. I think. I don't have enough copper. I've got 18,000. Yeah, 18,000. That's 28,000. There we are. I've bought a steed for myself. Not recruit. What's this one here? You need experience to get that one. We'll avoid that then. There's something to make our horse better. Oh, and there's better armor. Hand leather. Have I already got hand leather? I don't know. So we head to our storage. Hand leather armor is identical to hand leather Lemela Cuirass. So that was a waste of money. We can equip that. Now I don't think, as I say, we can't ride a steed in those leggings. So we've got to go bare-legged. Ah, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Look, you can set two different designs. So that's going to be our number 1 character, and our number 2 character, which is going to be called Cavalry, is not going to be naked. You can't ride a horse with that helmet. That's a joke, isn't it? Yeah, wear that. There's some shoes. There's your common steed. All right, we've got Greek javelin. We can take an. We can't ride a horse with the rough wrought iron spear. So we've either got to take the iron shovel or the Roman Siphos. Oh, the iron shovel does more damage though, doesn't it? Oh, that's weapon 2. Look at that. Look at that, we've got 4 weapon choices. Ah, oh, brilliant. And we're going to be riding a horse this time, everyone. But we didn't actually buy the troops, did we? So we bought... You have to buy the captain for the horse. And then once you've bought the captain for the horse, you can then by the soldiers for the horse. So we're still going to be going in. I might be on a horse, but I'm still going to have the pike battalion with me. You can see people speaking down on the left there. Tavuklu is saying hello. Tavuklu is then doing something with icons. And whoever this person is. VIP, possibly? Dark Wolf 2001. Of course, there were 2,000 other Dark Wolves, so unfortunately he just had to go 2001. He had no other choice. Right, we're going to be going looking like number 2. Thank you very much. And we'll be bringing number 1. Oh, no, hold on. What if I select... No, yeah. I haven't bought the soldiers, have I? Oh, that's just what I look like. Right. And Bokai is bringing the garrison spears with him. Oh, the pike will just increases your damage against horses. I see. I see. Well, I'm having an absolute blast, actually. I was a little concerned when I first dove in, and I was, call it silly, but I was overwhelmed, per se, with the number of the menu, that trying to work out how to upgrade myself, trying to work out just generally how to play the game without having to do a single-player tutorial. But I'm understanding now. I'm understanding. And for the controls on the keyboard are very straightforward. I mean, obviously, I need to look into them a bit more so I know actually how to dodge. But I'm sure once I look into it all, those commands will be as simple as they feel at the moment. Yun Meng Lake, command mode. Yun Meng. Where are we going to go? Cavalry. Oh, I'm the only one with cavalry. Let's go in position 4. Interesting little tidbit for you. When I was younger, 4 was my lucky number. And the only reason 4 was my lucky number was because 4 was the first, in inverted commas, hard times table number that I learned. And so 4 was then my lucky number. Also, there's something nice about 4, you know. It's an even number. It's low, but it's got weight. I don't know, I just like 4. But that could just be a holdover from my own childhood. There we go, we're on a horse. Now the horse does not go where your camera moves. He moves with the controls on the mouse. And to change weapons, you just cycle with the mouse wheel. So if I cycle up, it cycles through my weapons. And if I cycle down, it cycles through your offhand weapon. So we want to throw our javelins first. Our army's really going to have to give it the beans to keep up with me. Look at him, he's really going for it. General Guan Yu. We're under attack! Light the signal! Now all of China knows you're here. Something many of you won't know about me. I am a massive Disney fan. I have 3 sisters and I was brought up on Disney. And Mulan is a highlight. One of my favourites. Now what I can't tell you is how to dismount the horse. Because I cannot remember for the life of me how to do that. Let's try and hit some people as we run past though. Oh, brutal. Oh, it might be shift. Or the horse just might die. Yeah, there we are, there we go. That's an easy way to get off, isn't it? Get your men out of there! Now, as you can see with the shovel, I can do side attacks. So if I move to the right, if I move to the left, he attacks from a different direction. It is rather difficult to see, though. I would rather my own units just had a blue symbol above their head, so I don't have to discern, although you'd get used to that, wouldn't you? But it'd be easier if I could just see, you're an ally, you're an enemy, you're an ally, you're an enemy. Oh, they're all on my team. All the Romans are. Oh no, this guy isn't. I've got his legs. He's turned around, he's lost his shield, and he's losing direly to my iron shovel. This gentleman here. I'm swapping it. I'm coming at him left and right. He doesn't know where to put the shield. Charge the weapon. Oh, I've been hit with an arrow. What? Where from? Oh, there's archers over there. Shut them down. Oh, he's called Keystone. He might not be an AI. No, but I thought it was all against AI, this one. Shield up. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Get your men out of there! No! No! I've died. And I think in 1 second... Oh, he cut me up with his axe. Keystone killed me. Oh, but then you get a nice bird's eye view. Not an absolute dicky bird of an idea about how the battle goes. I have no idea if we're winning or losing. I mean, this middle bit is going kind of alright. Our reinforcements have just arrived. Looking like a basic militia archer battalion. Oh, there's siege equipment joining in. I got an assist, but I'm dead. Beyond the grave, mate. I'm attacking from beyond the grave. Sony A. Simpson is charged in, and he has got what looks like a baseball bat. A Chinese baseball bat. I'm sure it'll have a real name. His reinforcements have rocked up. Keystone is about to go down. There isn't really a move forward fast command, which is a bit of a shame, really. Ah, Han Hao. He's moving over to support Keystone. Oh, and Sony Simpson is getting smashed. I don't think we're going to win this time. What's happening over there? What does Zed do? Oh, it just shows me where I died. Yes, I was hit in many places. I was surrounded by 10 men, don't you know? Kind of difficult to block that many. Ah, General Guan Yu storming down the hill with peasants. Hold them at the gate. Amco fights alone. But Guan Yu's arrived. It's just a maelstrom. There's more blue dots than red. Oh, this has been an interesting little episode all round. A little bit of everything, including the death cam, which is always good. Giving it this nice bird's eye view. I mean, graphically as well, the game's pretty on point. I mean, if I compare it to the only game I can think of like this, which is Chivalry Medieval Warfare, then it's very, very similar, if not better, possibly, with the kind of nature, the natural design. No, what am I trying to say? The graphics for the map itself. Although I have to say I was abysmal at Chivalry Medieval Warfare, and I'm likely going to be abysmal at this as I continue. But then these games are always more... You can rise through the ranks by competing rather than winning. Oh, Amco, look at that! Bloodthirsty! He's going for woo-woo. Oh, he's really going for him as well. I just can't even discern that. Woo-woo is in there somewhere. Amco is just thrashing like a madman. Oh, he's got him out on the edge, and he's down. And I think we're about to win. Oh, in the chest. Oh, he cuts his heart out. And it bugged, maybe?
Victory.
Yeah! I came second from bottom. I died and I still didn't even come last. That's an achievement. Level 5. Level 5. But for a little taster into the game, I think that will call it a day there. That will do. So, our foray into Tiger Knight. Allow me to repeat some key aspects if you're still with us at the end. It is free to play entirely. You just download it on Steam. It was about 7 gig. It is early access though, so there are of course more things to come. And from this being my first experience of early access, I'm pleasantly surprised. It is of course... I was requested to do this video. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that or not. I'm so new to this. But what the hell. I want to be transparent about it from the outset. So this is likely to be a one-off video as well. But I may factor it into our rotation if indeed once the faction overviews come to an end. But for now, that will conclude my saying of it. Now you can have friends as well. So there is a possibility to... find people and play with them so that you're not on your own. So that is also there as well. But until we speak again, dear friends, I do hope you've enjoyed this little foray into Tiger Knight, and I do hope you will stick with me as we progress now on into what is to be next. A faction overview is the next video for this week, and then Sons of Fëanor will round the video out on Tuesday. But until we speak again, Navar Naden Perimad Melonin, and farewell.